Hello everyone. So today we will discuss about the scientific principles of management. In the previous video we have discussed about 14 principles of management given by Henry Fayol. Is it clear? 14 principles Henry Fayol has given, and Henry Fayol is known as the father of general principles of management. Now we are talking about F.W. Taylor, who has given certain principles as well as certain techniques also. He is known as the father of scientific principles of management. Why he is known as father of scientific principles of management? Because according to him, he applied the science to management. Is it clear? So that's why he is known as scientific principles of father of scientific principle of management. Basically, he has given 4 principles and some techniques. So let's discuss the first principle given by F.W. Taylor, that is science, not rule of thumb. Science is not rule of thumb. It is not based on trial and error method. According to him, he said that we are not supposed to give the work, or a manager is not supposed to give the work or delegate the authority and responsibility blindly. First of all, he have to do the study wisely, keenly, then only he should provide the work to their employees. For example, if I talk about the methods, there is only one best method to do the particular work. According to manager, the best method can be different, but according to employees, the best method can be different. So we have to provide the best method according to the employees. Whatever the method they are feeling comfortable with, we have to provide them that best method which helps to reduction in the cost of transaction and increase the productivity. So science not rule of thumb said that first of all, a manager have to do certain study, then only he should provide work to the employees. For example, there are many studies. First one is method study, fatigue study, time study, and motion study. We will discuss about these 4 studies in descriptive form in the techniques of F.W. Taylor and the scientific techniques of F.W. Taylor. But I am giving you a short summary of these studies because it is helpful to understand science not rule of thumb. First of all, method study. According to F.W. Taylor, he said that the best method should be adopted by the manager. Second one is there should be frequent interval, or interval should be provided to the worker so that they can feel refreshed. Just like you, in any school, after 4 period or after 3 period, the school is providing recess time. Is it clear? Why they are providing recess, lunch time, refreshment time to their student? Because after doing the work continuously, we get frustrated, we get irritated, we want certain interval, we can say. So we have to provide, the manager should provide certain frequent intervals to them so that they can refresh and channelize their energy in the right direction. Time study. To complete a work on time, they have to set the standard time for the completion of the task. Motion study. Motion means body movements. They have to eliminate the unproductive body movements so that the cost can be reduced and the work can be done on time. So according to F.W. Taylor, he said that whatever the manager is given, whatever the work is given by the manager to their employees, first of all, he have to study all the work study, that is method study, fatigue study, time study, and motion study, and then only he should provide the work to their employees. So this is called science, not rule of thumb. Means manager should not use their dictatorship on their employees. He should understand each and everything. He should understand the method study. The best method should be selected. The best time period should be selected. Frequent interval should be given to our employees. Then only the work can be done and our goal can be achieved. Second one is harmony, not discord. Harmony means peace. Discord means disturbed. there should be no disturbance in the organization. I told you in one of the principle of Henry Fayol that there are two groups, managers group and workers group, and these both groups are rivals to each other. Is it clear? In every organization, workers group and managers groups are rivals to each other. Workers think that what is the mentality of the workers? That they think that whatever the productivity is going on in the organization, it is just because of the worker. What the manager think that why these workers are doing work in our organization, we are paying salaries to them, why we are not supposed to talk to them because it is a hierarchy level, it is a we can say it is a status symbol for us. We are not going to talk with them, we are not going to sort out their problems like this. So there is some disturbance between these both two groups. If there is any disturbance, then definitely the organization will not accomplish their task. Is it clear? So there should be the mutual understanding between both the groups. Is it clear? Or a team spirit should be there. Then only you can achieve the organizational goal. So according to F.W. Taylor, he said that both the groups should understand each other's problem. Both should have the mutual understanding between them. Then only they can achieve the organizational goal. In any way, in any case, the harmony should not be disturbed. Everything should be done in a very peaceful manner in the organization. Next one is cooperation, not individualism. Cooperation means help. Not individualism matlab single. It means that we cannot cooperate or we cannot do the work alone. If we are working in the organization, we have to cooperate and coordinate with other groups also. Is it clear? So it is the extension form of this harmony, not discord. Cooperation, not individualism is the extension of harmony, not discord. Means there are two groups in the organization, management group and workers group. Both are rivals to each other. There should be mutual understanding between both of them. Second thing is also there in this, that is, I told you about principle of initiative, which is given by Henry Fayol. That is principle of initiative. That is, we have to take the participation of our employees in the decision making whenever required. And if you find any fruitful idea or good opinion from the side of your employee, then definitely you should consider that idea and implement it into the plan and provide them certain awards and rewards so that they can be highly motivated for the future. Is it clear? So we can say that cooperation, not individualism, is the extension of harmony, not discord. Means there are two groups, both the groups should have mutual understanding among them. Second thing is, the managers always invite or always take the participation of their employees in the decision making. And if they find any idea fruitful for the organization, they should consider that idea and implement it into the plan. So sometimes a question can be there in the board examination. Which principle, cooperation not individualism, is matched with which principle of Henry Fayol? So the answer is principle of initiative. Second question, harmony not discord principle is matched with which principle of Henry Fayol? Then the answer will be principle of esprit de corps. Clear? So harmony not discord is matched with esprit de corps, and cooperation not individualism is matched with principle of initiative. The last one is development of workers to their greatest efficiency and prosperity. Development of workers. We can understand this principle with the help of this statement. Development of workers. We have to develop our workers. Clear? How we can develop our workers? By providing them training and development programs. Time to time we have to provide training and development programs to them. Then only the development will take place. To their greatest efficiency and prosperity. Definitely if you will provide training and development program to your employees, then the employees will utilize the resources in the best possible manner. That is, efficiency will increase. The employees' efficiency will increase. and if the efficiency will increase, then definitely it will be prosperous for the organization as well as for the workers also. How development or how providing training to the workers is good for workers also, because by providing them training, the skills of the workers can be upgraded and they can catch the jobs from other departments also. They can catch the jobs from other organizations also. Is it clear? So according to F.W. Taylor, he said that we have to select and recruit the number of people in the organization and put them according to their skills and qualifications. Provide them training and development programs time to time so that it makes them more efficient. It helps to utilize the resources in the best possible manner, and it can be good for the organization as well as for the workers also. Good for the organization because the organization will achieve the organizational goal definitely, and for the workers they can catch the job from other organization also. So I think this is very clear to you, and it should be. Science not rule of thumb. Again I am telling you a summary. Science not rule of thumb means a manager should not use their dictatorship on the employees. First of all, he should study the methods, fatigue, time and motion, and then only he should provide the work to their employees. It is not a matter of rule of thumb or trial or error method. Is it clear? Second one is harmony not discord. Harmony should not be disturbed in the organization in any case. As the groups, there are two groups and both are rivals to each other. We should have to do the work with team spirit. Both management group as well as workers group should have mutual understanding. Next one is cooperation not individualism. It is the extension of harmony not discord, as well as principle of initiative is also there. Extension of harmony not discord means the group should have mutual understanding between both of them. Second thing is there should be the participation of the employees in the decision making also. And if you find the idea is fruitful for the organization, you should provide them certain awards and rewards to motivate the workers. Development of workers to their greatest efficiency and prosperity means we should have to recruit, select the number of people and put them in the right positions according to their skills and qualification. Time to time we have to provide them training also. Development program should be provided to them also so that they can develop their skills, and it will be beneficial for both workers as well as organization. Or how it is beneficial for organization? Because it helps to accomplish the goal, organizational goal on time. And second one is for the workers also because workers can catch the job from other organizations also. So these are the 4 principles which is given by F.W. Taylor. Now some techniques are remaining which I will give you in the next video. Thank you.